Abby, could you please share us your view of the recent trends in the ESG in Asia?
Yeah. I think the ESG, which is environmental, social and governance, started in Europe, and the trend really comes to the Asia Pacific region these few years. And I can see that many big corporations even started that without the ESG guideline. And in the region, it started off with Australia and Malaysia. They already have the guideline in place that every listed company have to fulfill or explain or comply. And for Hong Kong and China, you can see that in Singapore, it started a guideline about ESG, and Hong Kong listed company got to comply by 2015. So it's really a big trend, and many people really embracing it now.
So do you see any challenges and difficulties these firms are facing in complying with this new guideline?
I think many big companies are really seeing the challenges because first, this ESG guideline is new for so many big listed companies. Companies haven't started with sustainability. And the challenge is that really needs lots of management's time, in understanding and resources in doing this. So I would do see that is resources and the time the management time issue.
What kind of methods do you use to assess the greenhouse assessment?
You are using a standard which is ISO 14064 index. So we turn everything into a greenhouse gas index. So for instance, we have a portal, a software, where we can track even the output, the print, how many paper you use, and then even some of the companies can also track the staff's traveling time, how they travel, and so they input everything into the index, and then it turns into the greenhouse gas. And for instance, also the wastage of water, the recycle bin, the fire extinguisher, everything can turn into this greenhouse gas index, which is ISO standard.
What value if other companies imply or employ the green office assessment services?
I think the benefit is threefold. One is, as I said, cost saving. The other part is really, to engage the whole company to comply with the environmental. So that will also help the employees' relationships, right? And third, of course, is a brand image. And with the partners, you become more trusted partners.
Who are your clients recently?
We have many customers in the FSI industry. Lately, we also signed a customer who is a Chinese bank, besides many global banks that we already signed in.
Do you have any special services or products for these clients?
As a document consultant expert in ICT industry, so we do put in hardware, software workflows, and also the systems. We can doing the tracking, ongoing the proactive monitoring of the devices, and a portal where we can track all these greenhouse gas index. And of course, the main thing, the key thing is that the monthly review. We have dedicated site managers where we can review ongoing with the customers on these index and how we can improve and make sure that the index, the KPI we set up, is really achievable.
Yeah, so usually how long is the contract you have with the client?
It really varies from 3 to 5 years.
How much cost can you help them to reduce by implying with your services?
It really ranges, usually around 20%. I would see 15 to 30% is really the range. So this kind of services not only reduce the cost for the company and also help them on the sustainability part.